The sky went dark and it started pouring heavily in no time. It had been raining intermittently and heavily since past 2 days. It was one of those early mornings which looks so sad and buried in its own sorrow, just breaking into a frantic rhythm of tears. Shashwat's mother's tiny cottage smelled aggressively of damp and rotting woods. Outside the tiny window, nestled with spider webs, the rain shattered the green foliage relentlessly. The electricity had been out in the entire village for almost a week now. Amma, did you find your election card? Spoke her neighbor Nisha, a young, newly married girl from the city.
Nah, Beti, I can't even remember things at this age. It must be somewhere in the luggage.
The old lady whispered as she walked timidly towards her. She wore a shawl which looked like it had been in use for ages. I told you, Amma, you should ask about it from your son. You speak to him so many times in a day. Can't you ask this? Amma, you are a nutcase now.
Nisha, does your radio still play, beta? Do you know what is the situation at the borders?
God is there, Amma. He will take care of your son. You should relax.
I hear that the war is imminent. Is that right?
I don't know. I'm more worried about the rains. Amma, if it rains like this for 2 more days, our village will be flooded.
Yes, the crops are already destroyed, isn't it?
Amma, you're worried about crops? There are no crop on your piece of land. You know, right? Villagers take their morning shit on your land. Why the hell are you worried about crops?
You have crops, isn't it? Can't I be worried about you?
Nothing is left, Amma. It's too late. We should vacate the village. No one will come to help us, Amma. A strong whiff of earth breezes through the window and blew off the candle. Nisha immediately rose to light it up again.
Are you leaving too?
Whispered the old lady with an unfathomable question in her blank stare. Her eyes pierced through the darkness. It's not a choice, Amma. Don't you listen to the announcements? They shout through the loudspeaker all through the day.
Villagers left already?
Yes, Amma, most of them in the lower areas. We are just waiting for you, but we can't wait long, Amma. Please understand.
I want to stay, Nisha. This small cottage is my identity. It has served our generations and it's time we serve it back.
Amma, your ideologies. It looks good in books. Just look at your house. Almost most of it is made of mud. Amma, your house will dissolve in the flood waters.
Why you always speak so negative? Nothing will happen.
Amma, I won't tell you again. Call your son and ask him where is the election card and the ration card. That will be the only identity in the rescue camps. I hope you understand.
When will your family leave, Nisha?
Next morning, Amma. You should come along. The dam will release water tomorrow by night.
Rain will stop, Nisha.
Amma, you are an old but very healthy woman. You don't deserve to die yet. Just open your brain and feed into it that you are coming along with us.
Shashwat will be terrified when he comes back from the war and doesn't find me. Nisha, understand this.
You are a cow, Amma. You don't like to believe reality at all. Your son lives in a city with his wife. He doesn't live with you in this mud cottage. Why don't you get this, Amma?
But he knows where I live and he will of course come back to check on my safety. He is a great son, Nisha.
Don't you think you should be alive for that? How will your son feel when he returns as a winner from the war and to find that his mother got swept away in the flood?
Nisha, you harbor so much of negativity.
Okay, Amma, I'll come back tonight to help you pack your luggage. Don't forget the cards. Cook something for yourself and be ready.
The rain will stop, Betty. You shouldn't worry about it. We should worry about the crops and war.
You are a nutcase, Amma. Bye. Nisha gave a weak hug to the old lady and jolted in the rain through the open door.